Hi, I'm Steve Clemons. I direct the American Strategy Program at the New America Foundation. I've been asked to talk to all of you today about the implications of President Bush's Rose Garden address, removing North Korea from the state sponsors of terror blacklist, and also ending sanctions against North Korea for the what was called the Trading with the Enemy Act. This is a major move, major success for the State Department, for Condoleezza Rice, for Assistant Secretary of State for East Asia, Christopher Hill, who've been working long and hard through a process called the six-party talks to achieve an outcome to try to get us moved back towards Korea's membership in the nuclear non-proliferation regime and to forego its nuclear weapons programs. So what President Bush said is that this is action for action. The North Koreans helped disclose and gave a document that disclosed their plutonium enrichment related activities. There's a lot that's not in the document, but it's a very, very big step that was punctuated, in fact, today, Friday, by the demolition of a very huge and sort of dramatic explosion of its huge tower, cooling tower for the Yongbyon nuclear reactor. I've been watching this for a long time because in the first week of April in 2003, George Bush gave Colin Powell the go-ahead to move forward on the six-party talks with North Korea. During the very same week, just within 2 days, the decision was made by the White House to not even respond to a normalization initiative that Iran had put before us. And so on one track, we now see 5 years later an enormous amount of progress, in my view, with North Korea. On the other hand, we see that we're still in a huge mess on Iran. This shows that engagement can matter. It doesn't mean that we're in a completely crisis-free or problem-free situation with North Korea. North Korea can be erratic, difficult. It's a regime that sometimes it's very difficult to know what is driving it, who's making decisions, and how things are being shaped. But I do think that nonetheless, if you want to have a high-fear world, think the worst of all parties, not think that you can achieve anything and just sort of nuke them now and get it over with. That's one bleak way to look at the world. But if there's another way to basically try to use rationality, diplomacy, and a matrix of carrots and sticks to try to achieve better outcomes, that's what I think Chris Hill, the State Department, Bob Gates at the Department of Defense, some very, very smart people have finally done for this Bush administration. So I give them a lot of credit. Thank you.